What's up, YouTube? As I've said, I'm gonna post as well a tutorial, but I'm not trying it myself again because I've tried it 5, 6 times, and there's a lot of tutorials out there. I mean, on the forums, there's different ways, and different ones they have different methods, and with everyone, pretty much there's a lot of problems. So I'm here to kind of allay those fears. I've done about five, um, and I'm not really gonna try it again. To be honest, yet I'm going to wait for a better version or something very concrete I know that works. At the moment, we're just clutching at straws with some of the programs. So I'm just going to run through some of the troubleshooting. Okay, main of them saying it's bricked. Okay, you cannot brick your iPod at all. You can semi-brick it, which I call it semi-bricking, which happens when after it goes white, it goes complete black, kind of like a bricked iPod, and especially when you get the problems USB not connected, then it's sort of bricked. So yes, you can semi-brick it, but not fully brick it, so it doesn't work. There's always a way around it. The main problem is people are getting confused. They think they have to hold it until they see the message USB not recognized, because that is a big problem. Basically, you don't. What you do, count in your head, do it yourself. Hold the power button and the home button for 10 seconds. Okay. After 10 seconds, 11 seconds, not much longer than that, let go of the power button and then keep holding the home button, and it will come into iTunes, because I had a problem with that last night, that it wouldn't recognise an iPod iTunes. I tried about 30-40 times, but I didn't know I had to do it 10 seconds. So 10 seconds when you start, and then keep holding on the home button, and you will get into DFU mode, and from there you can basically put the firmware of your choice on. Okay, I've put on the latest one, always works. I tried to put it on 2.1.1, the firmware that I was on before, and it won't allow me. So for some reason, I don't know why it hasn't worked, but I'm on 2.21 now, which you cannot jailbreak from. Okay, so you've got to go to 2.1.1. So yeah, when you have iTunes run, hold it down, keep pressing it, and then go restore iPod. If you've done all the jailbreaking methods, don't try to restore it to another jailbreak or another version, because it won't work and it will just bugger up your iPod. So make sure that when you're restoring it, try to restore it to the same one that you're using, or an official one, not another customed one or something like that. Do it the one that you were doing it before, or an official firmware. Okay, hey, I tried going into DFU and iTunes recognised it. Is it in restore mode? I think it should be doing that right, but I get no white screen. I've unplugged and replugged, but still nothing. Disconnect your iPod, reconnect your iPod, do the key combination to get into DFU mode. Holding power and home for 10, and then keeping on home, and then you should be in DFU mode. Now, what you would do is go into your CMD. Your command prompt, and basically put in iRecovery -F, which you do in the tutorial. Try it twice, unplug for 10 seconds and back in, and then you should get to your white screen. Make sure you are in DFU mode. DFU mode is not the iTunes logo with the USB. Okay, there's another one. Connect it. You must hold your sleep wake, then let go of the sleep. You hear a noise, and then you're in DFU mode, and then it's basically the same one, and then it should go white. So that's to get to a white screen. There's been quite a lot of problems with that. Okay, where do I place the ISPWs and the files from it? Okay, so what you do, you get your a official 2.1.1 firmware, and what you do is open that and take a file out of it. As you can see here in the picture, I've ringed the 3 images you need from that one file is the IBSS. Drag it to iRecovery SVN folder and rename it to IBSS 211.dfu. Okay, and on the custom firmware, which is in Xpone, basically go into that and get the iBoot, which is in the all flash folder, and then the production folder, and then it should be on there. Rename that to iBoot221.img3, and basically do the same as you did for the 211. Get the IBSS off the 2.21 custom and rename that to ibs221.dfu. So you've got 3 files, and they're the files that they should be. Okay, so loads of people have had problems with doing that or don't understand. Hopefully that clears that up. Okay, the last bit, there's quite a lot of coding you've got to put in to get it booting again, and some people still don't understand doing it, and especially using CMD a lot is going to get confusing. So someone has created a bootloader. There's been quite a few. What I'll do if I can't do it myself, I can't show it or give it to people. I don't know if it's illegal. I just don't think people are allowed to do it. So basically, go onto that link, pause the video, write down that iPod Touch fans forum show thread, and what you do is just ask there, and then they will PM you. So you'll get the bootloader. Basically, it just gets past the bit of it's easier for some people just to, you click it, it's a .bat file, and it's just like an exe in a sense. You double click it, and then you run through the steps, and then your iPod's booted. So it's easier for some people. Okay. DFU mode without with the white screen. I open iTunes and it recognises the person's spelling is pretty bad. Recognise it's DFU. I shift restore to the jailbroken firmware. It extracts the logo, comes up, prepare an iPod, and then I get an error 1601. There's other 16 errors. There's a 1648 error, and some other ones as well that I've had. They say get rid of your command prompt, because he had the same problem, and close it, and it worked, and then redo it. If that doesn't happen, Control Delete, and in your processes, actually I'll show you that. Control Delete, as you can see, there's more processes, and look, iPod service, and there's other ones as well. So get rid of them. So go to iPod service, go to end process, and then it will end the process. And just keep going down and looking for stuff with Apple mobile device, iPod, and iTunes and stuff like that. Let's get rid of that and then try it, and it could work. There's been people saying it does work. It doesn't. I've tried it twice. I tried it once actually, and it did kind of work, and then I did it again, it didn't. So, you know, it's a bit hit and miss. Okay, so now you think you've jailbroken it, you may have jailbroken it, but there is still quite a lot of problems that you're going to go through, and there's a lot of freezing, there's a lot of things where applications are not placed in the same area, but there is quite a few problems for some reason, and these are just some I've noted. There's a lot, but these are quite a few of them. Categories froze, you know, main thing of freezing on an application, and now it won't reboot, and it doesn't recognise by my PC. So it says no iPod found, even though that libUSB is installed. And I had the same problem. Okay, this is what I did: unplug the USB from the computer and plug it back in. Make sure iTunes is running and your iPod's already in DFU mode. Okay. I've got some problems with Cydia. When I download, it says cache failed, etc. It shouldn't be much of a problem, but some people are saying that afterwards they can't download anything off Cydia, even if they click OK. So some people it works, some it don't. And also a lot of Wi-Fi problems, that they can't find Wi-Fi, they can't actually do it, or it freezes trying to look for Wi-Fi and stuff like that. So there is still really quite a lot of errors, even when you've jailbroken. So my advice to you would be at the moment was wait for an untethered version, which I'm going to do. I've showed it, I've tried it, but I nearly kind of killed my iPod, so I'm not really going to do it at the moment. But another one is these are the rebooting steps. As you can see, this is what you need to put in. And if you need to boot it up and you don't know what to boot up, this is what you need to do. The codes, the middle section and the bottom are in CMD command prompts, and so's the iRecovery DFU at the top, which is right there. iRecovery DFU. That one section. That section and that section is all command prompt. But yeah, a lot of problems. Just wait for a new one. There's going to be one soon. And comment, rate, subscribe.